The Metis Tech Show.
Welcome to the Metis Tech Show, a show for HVAC professionals by HVAC professionals.
I like how you guys bounce back and forth between heat pump talk and food talk.
The Metis Tech Show.
Mitsubishi.
So we are at the 2025 DSG conference. Ray, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
This is your first time on the show.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Juan,
Yes.
say
Hi.
something.
Hi, Steve. Hello,
Hi,
Ray.
Juan.
How you doing, Juan?
How have you been?
So,
Doing well.
Good.
so we've been here all week, and we've been eating like 4 or 5 times a day,
At least.
right? What did you like this week that you had for
This
food,
week?
for dinner or whatever?
I'll tell
I'll
you what.
start. I had the salad for lunch. That salad was good. And that chicken was really good.
The
You know what's so
salad
good?
was good.
You know what's so good about the salad was the dressing.
Yes.
Yeah, that
And
strawberry
the,
vinaigrette.
and the green
was awesome.
olives, because I love green olives.
That's
So-
good too.
So what did you like, Ray?
The turkey we had last night,
Yeah,
dinner,
that's
that was
good.
pretty good. It was
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
tender.
Was it?
All right, I've been
Not bad.
asking everybody. Did you have any of the pecan pralines that were out there for dessert?
No, I didn't. I'm pre-diabetic, so I got to watch.
So
I probably did too, but they were great.
I have to ask, is it pecan or pecan?
Depends on how pretentious you are, I think.
Okay.
Depends
well,
where you're
you know
from.
me.
In Texas, we call it pecan.
See?
Yeah.
So, Ray, I want to talk Puerto Rican food.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Do you cook at home at all?
On occasion,
Yeah.
I do. Yes.
Okay. Does your wife do most of the cooking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit of both.
Yeah.
What's
you-
your favorite dish?
You were mentioning that you cook ropa vieja.
I do. I can. Yes. What do you want to know about it?
How do you fix it?
How do I fix it? So what I do is I find a nice pork roast, a good cut of pork roast, and then I use a crock pot to do it, and I add all the Puerto Rican seasonings like adobo.
Okay.
If you guys have seen that,
Oh, yeah.
sazon,
Yep.
Yeah.
garlic, pepper. I chop up onions, and I
bet.
let it cook slow cook in the crock pot. So ropa vieja, whenever you eat it on a plate, you kind of shred the meat.
Shred it
so
out.
you kind of have long shreds of beef. And if you cook it in the crock pot, it comes out really tender.
And what does ropa vieja mean in English?
Old clothes.
Sounds tasty.
It is very tasty.
The
The older the
description was
clothes,
great up until I knew what it was.
Yeah. The older the clothes, the tastier it is.
So what was that sandwich we had in Chicago?
We just
Where
talked
we-
about this.
That was
jibarito.
the jibarito.
Oh, okay,
Or jibarita,
okay.
depending on something.
Yeah.
Salty or sweet, I think,
that
was how they
Cuban?
were doing that.
Well, no, that's Puerto Rican. What it is they would get green plantain and slice it and use the green plantain as your bread.
Bread. Okay.
It was like
and
a
then-
fried
Yes.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Fried
sounds
green
good.
plantains.
Yeah.
It's
It
really
was
good.
phenomenal.
It was really good.
Sounds good.
So what else do you like, Ray?
Man.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be something you
I
cook.
love
Maybe
white rice and red beans. I love
Jack.
white
Gandules?
rice and black
Yeah.
beans. Gandules is rice and pigeon peas.
Cook together.
Right, and they grow them on the island, and they're really good. I love them.
yeah, I'll make that
uh,
at home. Just rice and beans is just a fantastic combo.
I love it.
Like
Oh, yeah.
you know, and sometimes I'll throw fried eggs in there.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
fried egg
it's
on
just
top.
Fantastic.
And arroz and gandules is the gandules and the rice is kind of colored red.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really good.
It looks like red beans almost.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ours, we cook black beans and rice, and then we call ours congri.
Oh, I love that too.
Or moros y cristianos is the different names of
Never heard that
one
one.
dish. Yep.
Never heard of that one.
Excellent. Anyway, welcome to the Metis Tech Show, everybody. Again, we are at the 2025 DSG conference. I look forward to these. We had a virtual one last year. No fun. We are all together once again this year, and I'm just like, again, I'm looking forward to it all year. we put a lot of work into this conference. We start planning the day after that we go home from this conference, right? We start coming together and putting ideas together as far as classes that we're going to teach. And if you hear another train coming, that's carts of more food.
That's a food cart.
Yeah, for dinner. They're wheeling all this stuff in, so don't pay attention to that.
Yeah.
But we do put a lot of work into all the courses that we offer the DSGs. It's important. We train everybody. We train these guys because they're our first line of defense on the field, right? Before they call tech support, they're getting phone calls and going out. And you were a DSG,
Yes, sir.
formerly.
Yes, from 2013 to 2018. Actually, 2018 I was DSG Distributor of the Year.
And Ray,
Whoa.
Yeah.
me and you kind of go back.
Well,
because
excuse me.
When I see Ray, I think about the most terrifying week of my life, and that was the second week that I was with Metis in 2017. We were both in Train the Trainer.
I remember that.
We're Train the Trainer brothers, and we got our butts kicked. And
did.
you know, talk about nerves, right?
Yes.
I was already teaching classes before I came to Metis, and I went through Train the Trainer with Paul, and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, though, and Train the Trainer back then,
Oh, it was.
you know,
brutal.
now it's a joke. Now it's like 3 days, and you know, everybody's all lovey-dovey in class and stuff. No,
I
Train
almost
the Trainer
quit.
back then was a full week. You came in
Yes.
on Monday, and you left on Friday a changed person.
Yeah.
All right,
Or a
And-
dead person.
right? And when they did, I don't know if you've sat in any Train the Trainers recently.
I haven't.
Now they do they do their M&P topic, and it's only 15 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes total,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, that's short.
45 minutes we had to do of an
Yes, we
M&P
did.
topic.
Right.
Oh wow.
And that I didn't know what I was talking about. I was just pointing at stuff up on the slides and getting my butt kicked the whole time. Anyway, by the end of the week, I was glad I went through it. And if you can, it just teaches you how to teach.
Yes,
it
it
teaches
does.
you to be a better facilitator, not so much a presenter, because anybody can present. But
Absolutely.
to facilitate, to ask those purposeful questions, it teaches you how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So yeah, me and Ray, I always say we're like Train the Trainer brothers.
Yeah.
I actually went through I went through Train the Trainer. I had the class in Cleveland. Is that where the training center is? I went through Train the Trainer the first time. I went through 2 days, and my father-in-law passed away, sadly, during the
geez, sorry
first
to hear
Train the
that. So you had to
Trainer.
leave.
So I had to leave midway. That's why I went back to Boston. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So
Yeah.
I had a little bit of brutality twice.
You didn't get enough for the first time.
I guess
did you?
not, but
But
it was
that just
fun.
goes to show, you know, the gauntlet that we make people go through
Yes.
to be authorized to teach
Yeah.
at Mitsubishi, right? So one of the classes that we put together, Ray, that you put together was the s-MEXT, our precision cooling class. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the s-MEXT is an exciting product. It's precision cooling unit for IT cooling. As I'm walking around, I see everybody looking at the unit. I see excitement in their faces. I see a little bit of fear with all the wiring components in there.
Right.
So it's a great unit, though. After they get done with the class, they seem very comfortable with it.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me was going through the keypad or the interface, which is
right.
very similar to a Corel controller.
Right.
Yes.
You know, and Bryn, you basically took over for me when you came on board.
Yep.
I had the test unit set up in Boston in the back, and I couldn't get the thing from Celsius to Fahrenheit to save my life, and I gave up, and I had it hooked up to the breaker panel with some wires across the floor.
That was
just to
actually
get this
the
thing
first
running.
s-MEXT ever installed in the U.S. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Was that in the back of the Boston Training Center with a, what was it, a 12-3 whip coming right from the unit right into the breaker.
Yeah. And I forgot what I was doing, but I was busy with something else, and I was like, hey, mess with this thing. And next thing I know, he's like our product champion. Well, you're the product champion on this thing,
Yeah,
you know?
stuck with
So it's yours.
Yeah.
And you've kind of been right along with Bryn,
Trying to
learning
keep up.
about it, and we had a very crude presentation when we first started teaching on this. I remember I was teaching, and I'm not sure if you were already with us at Metis, if you were on the service team yet, but this was in Swanee. I had to present on the s-MEXT. Bryn, you hadn't started yet.
Yeah.
And I had to present on the s-MEXT with this presentation from Italy that was just kind of chopped up and pieced together, and I didn't know what I was talking about. But it's an exciting product, because I used to work on Liebert IT
did too.
units. Oh, you
Yep.
did?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the semi-hermetic compressors in them,
Yes, the old
landlines
carrier.
connecting them
Yes.
all. Yes. So I come from my previous job before this. I worked at Rhode Island Hospital full time, and I taught night classes, HVAC classes at night. And we took care of multiple data rooms, but we had one large IT room that had 4 large Liebert units in it. Yeah, and they were all when one threw an error, they all threw an error and started beeping.
Yes.
And it was critical, because everything from the hospital went through this data center. We're talking people's X-rays, MRI scans, everything goes through, so that doctors throughout the hospital can just go to any computer and open up someone's X-ray or MRI scan or anything. So it's critical. It's critical cooling within a degree, really. Set for 68 degrees, and that's what it's trying to. And not only trying to maintain temperature, but most important, humidity.
Yep.
Right. You can't have static inside of a data room or any type of electronics. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I had the pleasure of doing the DSG conference virtually last year, which, had a lot of good information in it. But I think one of the drawbacks to having it virtual was not being able to stand in front of the equipment.
Right.
So it's good to actually do it again this year with the equipment in place.
Right.
So when you're doing the s-MEXT training this year, are there certain topics that you're trying to hammer home, or is it just kind of generic overview? Or
So
the structure?
so a little bit of everything. I mean, I took some of the content from the one-day class and used that. Went over the components, interior components, especially the humidifier. The humidifier is a lot of people are not used to that. Immersed electrode humidifier. So just going over that and how it works within the system, the piping requirements for it, the fact that the canister is expendable over time depending on the water quality. So things like that people found interesting, I thought. So,
Yeah. I mean, that s-MEXT in general is a big controls nightmare. That's the part that it gives people the headache, is the control side.
Yes.
Right. Obviously, there's some, idiosyncrasies when it comes to that humidifier and the, ability to have electric reheat. But a lot of the issues that I've seen that with people who have installed these was the control side. That's usually where we get out of the problems. Is
Understanding the actual control functions.
taking the time with those. Because, I mean, not only is it, because it's a product that we're not used to, right? Like a comfort cooling machine, we've got a couple modes and it's turning it up and down.
Right.
This has tons. I mean, there's 40 different masks that you can enter to change calibration, to change, your dead bands on certain temperature settings or humidity settings. So there's just so much configuration that can be done with the equipment that is the part that tends to be the sticking point. And so, those who are really comfortable with the Corel controllers, they may look at it and be like, oh, yeah, it's a Corel, right? But for those who have spent most of their career, like myself, in comfort cooling, when you switch over to that Corel controller, it's a bear.
big
And
learning curve.
It's intimidating.
Yes.
But also, it's cool because you have so much control over that system, more than you probably even need in some cases.
that's neat.
But depending on the application, you may need to be able to dial things in, and that's what this gives you the ability to do.
So it uses a P-series outdoor unit, and with what you found out, Bryn, over time, is that basically that outdoor unit is very dumbed down as far as the command that it has or control that it has in the system.
Yeah.
The main control is from that. Talk about that a little bit. That indoor unit.
Yeah, so the s-MEXT inside the cabinet essentially has the Corel controller, which would be the brains or the heart of the system, right? That's what's actually making all the decisions.
Right.
Really what goes on the actual Mitsubishi unit side is there's a PAC-IF board, PAC-IF board, and that's what's communicating with the outdoor unit. Now, it communicates via serial communication to the Corel. So the Corel is still making all the commands. It's still the boss, and it's communicating that down to this PAC-IF board, which communicates to my outdoor unit.
With a Mitsubishi product.
Yeah, so really, we're just kind of responding to what the Corel wants using this PAC-IF board. Now, what's interesting about that, and that when it product first came out and we were limited on what we had for information, that board has CN105 and it has CN22. So I was like, all right, maybe we can throw like another controller on there.
Right.
Did you try it? Yep. Didn't work?
No, a par 40 won't do anything. Now, you can see it. It'll show the temperature, in the space or the return air temperature, but you can't drive operation, right? So you can't put it into a test run with the controller. And the MHK2, same thing. I was able to pair it, but no control.
The
over
Corel
the
control
equipment.
is ultimately the control thing.
Yep. You're not going to get that thing to run without the Corel.
Right.
Do you think that with one of those R controllers, you can see the error codes in the pack?
You would probably see the P series error codes.
P-series error
So if you had something go on with a humidifier, which would be a Corel-driven error code, it's not
You
going to
won't
show
be
up
able
on
to
that
see
controller.
it. But you will see it on the Corel control.
Correct. Yeah. And so that was another thing that I tried was because it is a P series piece of equipment, and it is for IT cooling, precision cooling, it is going to be a common application for a city multi system with an s-MEXT as their IT cooling, right?
Right.
So rather than having it part of the R2 system, it's a separate system. So I said, all right, I'm going to put a MAC 334, which allows us to get that city multi MNet. We can put it on the MNet. So I tried that as well, and it will actually show up like on a central controller. You can see it. But any Corel-driven errors, they don't jump over to the
doesn't
MNet.
show.
So
It
if
doesn't
I had a
display.
communication fault, I'll see it on the central controller. But something like a humidifier issue or electric heater issue, it's not going to show up on that MNet. And that's just because of the difference in communication style.
Correct.
And at the end of the day, that Corel kind of runs the show. No.
So one of the things we talked about in class in the troubleshooting section is just all the tools we have to troubleshoot the s-MEXT unit. The manuals, the technical guide, the Corel display, the pack tool for the P series, even MNet. You can get some data from the MNet on the outdoor unit. So there was a case where there was a sensor. I can't remember what the job site was, but they had a sensor that was faulty, and the s-MEXT didn't show it right off the bat. They used the pack tool to connect to the P series.
Oh, wow.
And
Found
the
it
error,
right away.
and the error showed up, and they were able to figure out what
Through
the
the
problem
pack
was. with
tool.
the unit.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Which makes
So-
sense because we see that with all P series.
Right.
If ever having a fan error on a P series, it'll show up on that pack tool like an hour before it shows up on the unit. So, yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're eventually going to release our 454B version, and there's been some upgrades. I saw some sneak peeks.
Yes.
Have you seen anything on it, Bryn?
So far, it's been very limited. But one of the things that I saw is an upgrade to the actual interface.
Yeah.
So right now, it's a 6-button with a the old school digital LCD displays,
Right.
which works fine. You can see it great, but the 454B version that I've seen actually has a touch screen, almost like a tablet-like style screen.
Oh, wow, that is
which
neat.
has been in Europe for a long time. But
So a
it's
larger screen.
larger, and it's actually like a
Nice.
full touch screen. So there are some things that exist in Europe that would be really awesome that get carried over, but we'll just have to see because it's still very early in the stages.
Right.
So
Sweet. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
yeah. So, as far as the s-MEXT, so you're doing the troubleshooting. Did you talk at all about error codes and error history? Because I forget, how many errors can we see with the Corel?
There's it stores up to 200
Yeah.
events.
Okay.
So
Wow.
there's a bunch of error codes for the Corel itself. I don't know if everyone applies, but there are a bunch, depending on which model you get.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. And one thing that I've actually run into a couple times, which might be important to mention on the podcast, is we have 2 different types, right? There's
Yes.
the A and the B.
Right.
And we're on that topic. And the A is like your just basic cooling only, controls temperature, right? Doesn't worry as much about latent. It's just a temperature control.
Yeah.
If you go with the B model, it comes with all the accessories like electric heaters and humidifiers. And one thing that you got to know is that if you choose an A, you don't get any of the B. So all the additional components that come with the
right.
B do not become optional accessories to
interesting.
add after the fact.
Oh, wow.
So it's something to be really considerate of. If you know you're going to have to deal with latent issues, right, where you really need to control humidity, it's not even worth considering the A model. You really want to think the B model because you have the humidifier and
built in.
electric reheat.
Yep.
So you can dehumidify but not lose the space temp. So just things to consider. We've had that happen before where, somebody orders the A thinking, we can just add them after, and unfortunately that's not the way they're
and
built.
most of the applications that I'm aware of would require the B model versus the A model.
Typically. Yeah. It depends on the situation because some people or some scenarios, the sensible is really all they care about, and it's not a data center, right? Because this is precision cooling. That doesn't mean it has to be in an IT room, right? We've seen them in guitar that guitar store where
humidity
they
control
are,
is critical.
right, concerned about other things.
Yeah.
So
Medical
it's
field.
just the fact that it's a precision device and not necessarily specifically for IT, where they may go, you know what, all I care about is controlling temp, so I'm going to go with that A model. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Cool. Anything else we want to add?
Yeah. No, I think that just about covers it.
Yeah. Well, Ray, thank you very much for doing s-MEXT
you're
for
welcome.
us this year. I
Appreciate
was very happy to pass that off to you.
It was-
and let
it
you
was,
take over for me.
Yeah, Bryn decided to do a 6-in-1 class
Presentation.
And, so now he's struggling to get the class done. He comes out of there and he's like, looks like he just got his butt kicked, and it's tough because these guys are smart.
Yeah.
They're
They
smart
don't ask.
and-
They don't ask questions that you easily have the answer to. Sometimes you got to think your way through it. And the thing is that depending on how you structure your classes, and unfortunately, I did not structure mine well. We had until 5:00 tonight to get this class over with, and I think I walked out of there at 4:59. So I'm not leaving myself a lot of time.
So you're
on
getting
the education
better.
front. yeah. I bought myself 3 minutes.
You're really getting better at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think Bryn's class should be called
Information overload.
Mini Split and VRF Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also EcoDan, and then also IntelliHeat.
Yeah.
yeah, I stuffed that one.
That's awesome.
It's a learning lesson.
Yeah.
But looks like dinner's coming. Can you guys see any of the food?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
That's all
coming.
that noise you hear in the background,
It is
dishes
being
crashing
displayed.
and everything else. It's pretty wild.
I see the dessert.
Yeah.
So tonight is awards night. So
Yes.
hopefully, or maybe.
The night when we honor the DSG
Yeah,
members.
absolutely. And that means maybe we'll get some good stuff.
Right.
Maybe. Food's been really good. So, but yeah, tonight should be better.
So we're just like recording tons of episodes. I'm going to be honest with you. We're recording tons of episodes all at once.
Yeah.
So you may one week hear, hey, it's awards night tonight. We got tons of food. We're going to have something great tonight. And then the next week you're going to hear, hey, it's awards night tonight. Then we got, so yeah, if you hear that, that's
If you hear that, it's because Bryn is trying to come up with space and filler to transition out of this podcast.
all right.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Adios.
Bye bye.